I thought you had already rolled for the 10 was.
I'm rolling something else now.
Huh.
Okay. As you approach, the trigger is pulled. A sound that doesn't sound like a blaster rifle is heard. And you don't see the normal red glow or colored glow of a blaster bolt go out. Though you do see some slight recoil on the weapon.
Okay.
They haven't noticed you.
Moving position, I will use the macro binocular function of my helmet to see if I, get an idea of where he was, what they were shooting at.
You can make a search roll.
$30.
30, and that's including macro binocular bonus?
Yeah.
Okay. You see the telltale signs of a go tall, but that doesn't last very long, as there is a as there is a rupture of some of the material near him. He's traveling through he's traveling through less an alleyway and more an abandoned road. Though he is close to an alleyway. A nearby part of the building buckles. It looks like it had received some damage. The building slides a bit, collapsing some of the floors, kind of falling on top of each other. The rubble blocking your sight of the Gotal for more than a few seconds. However, you do sense that he is still alive.
Okay. I will make hand sign at party that for the direction that the Gotal is, and then indicating that they should go down. While they are doing that, I'm gonna double tap stun this guy with the sniper rifle up here.
Okay. For those that are going to be following Crow's directions, provided that you do, how are you going to accomplish this? Because right now you're on the roof of a building. You're 4 stories up. No, hold on. 5 stories up.
That's you, Greg.
Sorry. Come on. That is climbing, I believe.
If you're going to climb down, I was wondering what method you were going to use to go down.
We don't have the grapple gun, right?
Did you give it back?
You have the grapple.
I was gonna say, yeah, I took my grapple gun back, but you do have the grappling hook in your Stormtrooper utility belt.
Hey! This is true. Thank you, Star Wars. Thank you, Star Wars movies. So yeah, grapple belt. Shoot. Click.
Okay.
And then descend.
Okay. I will need a climbing roll to descend this building just to make sure nothing goes wrong.
Ooh, how's Khan getting down?
How's what?
How's Khan getting down?
Climb.
That's a Khan could use the rope you're using.
Oh, Khan.
Right,
Oh,
right. It's
the
one.
guy,
Right,
the
it's
guy
one you
Khan,
can
not the
actually
skill
detach.
Khan.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. He
Yeah, he could use the same rope. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot that it's detachable. I thought it still kept to the belt, and I'm like, wait, no, that's right in the first movie. Duh.
I do have supplies.
Some fries, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker. Hard eyes, motherfucker.
Oh, Khan just fell to his doom.
okay. You descend fine, or you're kind of rappelling down. You see Khan grab the rope, rappel once, rappel twice. His foot doesn't have good purchase on the building, and he starts falling from the rope. Clearly not really gripped onto anything at the moment, being at the mercy of gravity. Is there anything you want to be doing? You're below him since you were rappelling first.
He's.
His foot slipped and he's like just falling.
Let's see. The best I can figure is that kind of rappelling, kind of move off to the side and see, and kind of essentially instead of going down vertically, stop, move horizontally a little bit, and kind of see if I can swing into him and kind of stop the momentum.
Okay, well remember, I
If that
believe
makes
you confirmed
sense?
you were using the same rope.
Yeah, because I believe the Stormtrooper rope only has one.
Yeah. So you want to move off to the side and see if you can, use the cable to stop him? Is that what I'm hearing?
Essentially, well, I think I'm trying to catch him. Think? Because I can't really think of too much else. Like, I'm thinking about my old climbing training, and usually you wait for the person to go down, and then rappel yourself. But you're not trying to hurry. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to catch him, or at least like kind of. I don't know how to really phrase this. I don't know if I can.
Well, I would like to remind you that Star Wars is a Flash Gordon flimsy universe a little bit.
Not really. I don't know what that means.
Pulp sci-fi doesn't necessarily have to make sense.
Fair enough. That's fair. Man. But yeah, I guess I'm trying to stop his momentum, like basically swing like a pendulum and see if I can catch him, or at least slow him down so that he could try to catch the rope again.
Okay. Okay, you shift. You essentially shift the rope enough where he's able to grab it and stop his plummet. Okay. Okay.
How old is Khan?
Say what?
How old is Khan?
I'd say 20s to 30s, unless Trish, there's something in your background specifically.
Given Crow's age, probably early 20s.
Okay.
Okay, so he's my age. He's nearly my age. Only a little older. Come on.
He, like, grabs him. Okay, I got it this time. I just need to get better gloves. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's much better. Okay. With the with the rope situation dealt with, you and Con are able to descend down to ground level. On the roof, your stun blast hits, and the guy clatters to the clatters to the ground.
Alright, I will toss the guy's pockets. And equipment.
Okay. Okay. Guys, the guy appears to be wearing a reinforced blast vest. Though it's more like a blast duster. But, he's wearing it. Has a cartridge of small metallic objects. They are not bullet shaped in terms of slug throwers. They're more like small tiny rods.
Okay.
It's comlink. And a excuse me, and a pad that has it's not officially a bounty. It's essentially a hit out on out on not the Gotal specifically, but the Investigator Eagle. Though he was seemingly shooting at the Gotal.
Investigator Eagle?
Yeah.
As in one of the investigators we saw, or? I don't think one of them was.
No, I believe Eagle was mentioned by one of the two groups last session, though. That he was one of the people pursuing Aiden's soul.
So this guy has a hit for Eagle.
Yeah, hit out for Eagle. There's no picture. It's very declassified. Just a name and a number of credits. That number totaling 2,000.
Yeah. Alright, well, I will take...
There is also a weapon, the one that you thought was a blaster, but really isn't. Like, on the ground.
Yeah, check it. I'm guessing it's the thing that fires the not bullets that, the guy was carrying.
If you check the magazine, yeah, it's the same. It's the same kind of ammo. You're not immediately familiar with the weapon, though. For that, you'd need that would fall under all kinds of stuff. Because there are things. Okay. You can make me either a knowledge or a technical roll if you want to identify the weapon.
6-1. Yep, 7.
7. It's some form of advanced slug thrower. It is clearly not of a standard make, meaning it's not a first order make. It's something else. So some other group designed this.
Alright, well, I will grab it and the spare mag for it.
Okay.
Check it in the Quinlan's backpack.
Okay. So you're just kind of dropping things in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tying that off, and then grab them by the sides, and we'll rock it down to the bottom.
Okay.
I'll take a minute to go up, bind cuff the guy.
Okay.
He'll probably get out of it, but it buys his time.
Yeah. And this guy's also stunned for a bit.
And I will zero in on the professor.
Okay. Now 805 meters away.
Okay. I will move with great purpose.
Okay. How are you getting down?
I said, grabbing Quinlan and then rocketing.
Okay. For those already on the ground, what are you guys doing? You'll have about, I'd say, 2 minutes, because he's having to toss the guy's pockets, not tossing him off the roof. How do you Wilhelm when you're unconscious?
You do it very quietly. You do it internally at the realization, oh shit. But only thing we can do, just start heading over to life where he said, just making our way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and we're mission bound.
With a swift movement from everyone involved, you guys will get substantially closer to the professor. You guys trying to kind of circumnavigate the collapse structure where the Gotal was.
He's not there now?
Oh, no, he was moving.
Oh, right.
He's like, oh fuck, this thing freaking, like, fell on me. I don't want to be here. Going through a kind of side entrance, you have found yourselves in a abandoned construction site.
Oh boy.
No, not the Looney Tunes. I've seen enough cartoons to know where this is going.
Well, the area is the buildings clearly are not finished. Many of them are multi-story buildings, incomplete walls. The one to your upper right doesn't even have any doors. It has like scaffolding and flooring. It looks like 3 levels worth, but no exterior walls, just support beams.
Alright, at this point I'm going to advise caution and stealth. This is really 5D worth of stealth?
Okay.
Reset, take the high ground.
Do you have reset dropped?
I will in a moment.
Okay, you guys get 1 movement phase, as it were.
Addition dice to sneaking or
Yeah,
not?
the additional 5.
Woo! Sneaky, sneaky.
What elevation is Mini reset at?
He's going 10 up.
Okay.
You know, he's going 10 up at a diagonal, so I moved to like 7. He still gets a 10, because it just happens to be at a diagonal. So, right up there. What direction is my sense telling me to go?
Whoops.
How do I and I think we can check this. I have to upgrade that.
What's up?
I just wonder if he had like some form of life form sensor and he doesn't. But the normal probe droid doesn't either, so.
Is reset sneaking at all?
Yeah, I probably should roll something.
Okay.
I don't know, does D6 have movement restrictions while being stealthy?
I generally just kind of assume if you're moving fast, then it will at least affect your stealth.
Okay. Well, I'm taking my 10 movement to get to right up there, trying to use as much of the building as I can as cover, since you indicated he was in a this-away direction.
Yep. Okay, wow, that is amazing. You said 10 up?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, but they should be on the object layer. I guess it's just not updating on the main screen. That's weird. Okay. There is a blaster bolt that goes right past reset.
How many beat is 46?
If they were aiming at reset, they missed. You'll see the bolt go from the
That is weird.
Arconian.
Oh, there we go. I was about to say, it's like it was a Trigrudo on the screen and Arconian over here.
From the Arconian's position to the Trigrudo's position. Though you see the bolt, the bolt gets line of sight's broken because there's things above you that you can't see through.
I will presume then that the professor is not, in theory, not in this building. You're not sensing him in that building. That being said, Rory, you do get a movement.
Okay.
I recommend going around the outside of the map.
Yeah, going that way.
Yeah. No. He's mapped north of us.
Ah. So
Yeah.
that way. Roger that.
I apparently made a bad decision in my movement. I walked right through the middle of this gunfight. However, because I did that, I can advise you not to do that.
That is true.
And while I'm moving, be like, Crow, who's firing?
Looks like other hunters. This is, obviously a very hunter ex-hunter situation. Upside, I see a free car when we're done. Upside, I see a free car on the map when we're done.
Is there no passageway through here?
You can move between the construction creative
Okay, just make
materials
sure.
concepts using it as cover. Because he's not completely sure how many people are around.
Well, if there's an Imperial bounty, I don't think they're going to shoot an Imperial Stormtrooper. Hopefully.
Oh god!
Oh gosh, another homeless man!
Oh, that freaking spider tank
from the movie. Scroll up, there's a spider tank.
Looks like this.
know who's trying to cash in on our Tachikoma idea, but they gotta stop it.
We must find them and stop them.
Okay, let me check the range on that. Okay, the range is sufficient. Okay. Yeah, and you, by the way, Rory, are able to hear the sounds of a exchange of blaster fire. It is going on. It's going on above you and to the east. It's on a higher. It's definitely on a higher level of the building that's next to you. There's outcroppings from the building, casting very shadows on the ground.
I do not like that spider boat.
Yeah.
Only Australia, only Space Australia has spiders that big.
Yeah, you see it. You can see it in the distance. It appears inactive.
Appears is the word.
While it does bear a resemblance to the Tachikoma, what it really is in actuality is a I was about to say geographic. What the hell? It's a construction walker that can spew insta-paste onto things. It's kind of like instant low tier concrete. It's the bottom of its feet are magnetic, so it can kind of prop itself up and get to various strange angles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Crow. You'll see a faint beam from north coming south. When I say beam, I mean blaster bolt. It's not as energetic as one would imagine, at least from its shot point, as you can't quite see it. And you can see the bolt, but not necessarily where the origin of the shot came from. Let me check your LOS real quick. Yeah, you can't see that. But surprisingly enough, I will need a perception roll.
Normal?
Hearing. Yep.
Generic sensor button. Should I make one for reset too, since he's
yes, actually.
Because he's in search mode right now.
He's in search mode, and he does have elevation. Okay. And reset can actually make a search roll since he's actively
I'm assuming it's
searching.
not tracking search, it's just normal.
Yeah.
However, he does have a sonic sensor, so yeah.
Nice. And does it give an established bonus, or does it say
plus
sound?
plus 1d versus sound.
Okay, cool. That bonus applies. Is Crow tracking the blast?
If he can.
Okay. Okay. You do not hear the normal sound that would come with a blaster, though you do see the shot.
Son of a bitch got one of those blaster suppressors that Brian was arguing about.
Reset, however, can hear it due to the auditory enhancements. It is clearly suppressed. Surprisingly enough, this is not an attachment. This is integral to the weapon that this person has, and it's in a book.
Is it a mod,
shit.
or is it the actual
We
weapon?
need it.
It's a part of the weapon itself.
Okay. Which is, I think I know which one it is. Okay.
The bolt flies up to a Twi'lek on the third floor of this structure. Hitting her pretty bad. She falls back. Okay.
Try to stick to cover where you can. We've got a guy with a stealth blaster rifle.
Oh, great.
Do you know where he's at?
Do you know where he's at? Do you have an approximate where he's at? Where they're at?
You did see roughly where the shot came from, so I will.
I think I'll mark him on your HUD for you. Somewhere from that area with the least amount of cover. I put him at your 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, got it.
2 o'clock, got it.
Just north of the fort.
Should I engage or engage or move?
They don't seem to know we're here yet, so let's not blow our cover until we have to.
Alright.
Continue
Continue to move to target. Or wherever they are.
Yep. You guys can have another round.
Okay, reset's going to go another 10 while we try to get a little bit more altitude.
Okay.
So he's going the equivalent of 6 forward and, so you can basically center map. Gives him full OS. Can I cut across this? Is it possible for me to go through here and still be stealth, or do I have to go around the scallops?
No, the scallops are above you. You can go through. You're just dealing with unsafe conditions like exposed wiring, jutted out pieces of metal, things like that, because construction here was impromptuly stopped. So yeah, you can go through the building.
We'll step over, so we're on the outer part of the scallops to try and reduce our amount of hazard.
I'd say an acrobatics roll to avoid any of the hazards, since you're You're not super rushing or anything. Okay. You are able to avoid pieces of metal and debris on the ground, which would risk perforating other people's boots, perhaps not yours.
I'd say my boots are pretty tough. They survived lava once.
Okay. Is there anything else that you are doing? I see that you've definitely changed your vantage point there.
I'm assessing the life detection again. I'm sorry, life sense.
Okay. Up here. Here, let me do it. Let me do an arrow. That main map isn't updating for some reason. You can't see it either?
No.
I mean, it showed others, yeah. Okay, let me ping. Oh, freaking A, I know why.
No, wrong layer?
I'm on the wrong layer. Look here, guys, the only thing I can see.
Okay. So...
It has altitude.
So in the in the far end of this building and up top, more than likely.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, I guess I will be looking for a way into this building.
The exterior walling on this building is mostly done, though it seems to be the Star Wars equivalent of drywall, mostly. If you'd like, you can, if you have enough movement left, to move around to see if you can see a entrance, or you can prepare to bust through some drywall.
I've used my 10.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is conclude my turn by popping the little blades on the gauntlets and just cutting a hole.
Okay.
In the drywall.
You can roll damage against the drywall. The drywall is not super tough.
Silent strike on the drywall.
Unfortunately, you know how the walls have eyes? The fuck? Look at that drywall.
17 and 15. Yeah, so 17 from one, 15 from the other.
The walls of eyes. Beware. They're still there when you're not looking.
I feel better now. Okay. You stick the first one and start trying to cut through the drywall. When that is it a vibro dagger?
It just says it's a.
If it doesn't say vibro, I'm going to assume it's just a normal piece of metal.
It just says retractable blade.
Okay. You start cutting, and then it'll feel a ting as if a part of it was reinforced.
I hit a stud.
Yeah. However, your other blade is like do, 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 do.
Good enough.
That's what I was like. Really? Did the drywall streak? Because
Oh, I know why. I didn't make an X.
that's right.
This trick only works when you make an X.
Okay, Rory and Khan.
God.
Apparently you can do that somehow, though I don't know what setting that is.
You know what's in the movie? I'm surprised the books don't cover it unless they go, you're blasting the door. Which I guess is entirely possible.
You're shooting the door and it just happens to look like you have a blowtorch from the other side.
Yeah.
Never mind how many rounds you have to put in the door to make that a visual.
It's like when the PPGs...
Yeah.
It's just exactly like that.
Okay, guys.
You know what? Gonna risk it for the biscuit.
I got his location.
One more,
over
two
here.
more.
Seems to be near the top. So find a way in. Should be right about here.
There's another exchange of blaster fire.
Pew, 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 pew.
You'll hear a ah! You hear a Wilhelm scream.
Oh no, Wilhelm!
Wilhelm! Wilhelm!
Okay. Rory, as I mentioned to Crow, most of the exterior of this building has had its drywall complete. So unlike some of the other buildings, you aren't seeing spottily through the building. You're seeing crappy wall. The second floor has half a crappy wall. The third floor looks like it was preparing for either another floor or a roof, but didn't get quite that far. So I saw that you moved. Is there anything that you'd like specifically to do?
Just keep. I seem to be safe, but I'm keeping my eye on that spider thing. I'm like, I'm looking at you. And I guess blaster out. Maybe digging around to see if I can need to pull out a charge of some kind, just in case.
The drywall is pretty weak, except for the few places it may or may not be reinforced.
Oh no, I just have it.
Oh no, I just have it in my hand,
okay.
more or less.
Just kind of like
Okay, here.
kind of peek
Getting it, like kind of checking myself, like, okay, I have this, I have that, and depending if we need to make a quick exit, he's figuring out options.
The drywall's actually weak, except where it isn't.
Yeah. Okay. Crow? Quinlan will be growling at something to alert you something is happening relatively near.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's drywall in your way.
Well, it's not setting off danger sense, so it can't be that bad.
Okay, that.
Come on! I'm waiting for the... Oh, no, I'm not going to say it, I'm going to jinx it.
Con, I'll say with Con. I have an idea. Keel. Rory, you'll see Con coming around the construction container.
Damn, boy
and
sprinted!
just books it towards the giant spider.
Damn, boy moved!
Flash.
Brother Universe!
Actually, I just realized I don't have any music on. There, I will fix this. Okay. So I don't interfere with things. Okay. They do that. That person's doing that. Crow. You will hear the sound of a repulsor engine. Coming into sight is the injured Twi'lek and a repulsor forklift.
She tried to kill him with a forklift.
We'll accelerate up and pick up this cargo container via the forklift.
Not going for us. We're still good.
She's using it as mobile cover. Okay, makes sense.
You'll hear her voice shout out. The credits are going to be mine.
Oh gosh, this really is Hunter x Hunter.
There'll be a sound. It sounds like it's coming from a remote speaker. Sounds like it's coming from over here. I'm not doing it for the credits.
Uh-oh.
But you getting him would interfere with my good day.
That's right. Y'all just keep being petty. We'll just walk right on out of here.
Keeping petty and mysterious.
That is still within short range, isn't it? Rules. Okay. Okay. Crow, you'll hear via reset, since I believe they don't you have a link or something?
Yeah.
Several of the suppressed sounding blaster shots. The other unoccupied forklift is shot several times and detonates. There's a explosion sound. And a bright flash of light for those on that side of the structure. The forklift the woman is on goes tumbling over from the force of the explosion. Is that right? Crow.
Yep.
There is a injured Twi'lek behind you.
Can't you see me?
She can see Quillen.
Well, he's just a dog. I mean, he's a perfectly naturally occurring creature on this planet.
Yeah, but not in urban areas. My depiction to the contrary. That hurts.
So much for Quinlan's stealth roll.
I'll give a chance that the Twi'lek might not
It's like, we do in theory have cover there.
see. Does 44 make it? Wait, does 01 there? No, there's a 96 there.
Stealth back in the day was a 42.
Okay, so she does see the valve. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Who are you with? No, your Voff can't talk. She is quite very injuredly moving a blaster in a position directed, or what will be directed at Quinlan.
Do we get to take movement again?
Yes.
So, can he move before she shoots without having to roll a dodge?
Provided that line of sight and stuff is broken, or something that she doesn't decide to shoot, but yes.
Well, in theory, we're going to the building. I'm making towards that upper deck.
Okay. Are you trying to find ways to go up because you're on ground level?
Either ways to go up or a hole I can jump jet through, one or the other.
These gaps right here are holes between the floors.
Okay. So yeah, I'll go to that point. If I can find stairs or something, I'll take those. Otherwise, I'm making for this hole here to jump jet up next turn.
Okay. There are various stairwells in here. Some may or may not be complete.
Right, well, we'll start with the stairwell then.
Okay.
The one that looks most likely to go to where we're going.
Okay.
As in one that stick your head around the corner. You can't obviously see it.
Are you going to take an action to give it a glance first, or are you more concerned about just getting up?
I took my movement, so I will take an action to take a glance to make sure. It's
Okay. Remember, anything above half counts as map in terms of movement.
Am I rolling a search then?
Yeah, you're rolling a search.
Well,
okay, the first soul you find goes up to the second floor and partially to the third.
good
It
enough.
doesn't quite make it.
Close enough.
Okay.
That'll at least get me to the next floor. We can play
Okay.
we'll play Kakaguri from there. Take it one floor at a time. How many floors are there on this thing? You said 3? 5?
There's 3 and a fourth one that was under construction.
Okay.
Possibly a roof.
And when I get to the, I guess the next turn is when I take the stairs, I guess. So I'll reassess my positioning then.
Okay. Rory, you have your bomb in one hand and I believe your weapon in the other, and some drywall in front of you. You did hear the sound of an explosion from the other side of the building.
Are you seriously about to use bombs on drywall?
No, I said I was having it inventoried.
Okay. I was about to say, that feels kind of a... I know Rory likes it overkill, but
Inventoried.
Keep in mind with the drywall, you can't cut through the building like that unless you're going to go through the drywall.
I'm not. I'm just moving.
Drywall. It just needs a foot.
As Crow said, I'm pocketing the bomb. That way I don't have to blow it up.
I get that. I'm just...
I mean, just
and I'm just pointing out
me,
that
yeah.
you want like this, right? That cuts through the building, but there's drywall in front of you, unlike the other buildings.
Oh.
You see how it kind of affects your movement when you have to make that turn?
So that way and then here? Okay. So, shimmy. And you know what? I'll go ahead and use more movement because currently it's looking like nothing's like double movement, right? We can do that. It just eats up multiple actions or something
you
like
would
that.
have to make a running roll and with an action.
Oh, right.
But the difficulty is not going to be too high if you're just doubling your movement.
Yeah, just doubling movement. Strength, I believe.
Dexterity.
Dex. Got it. I keep missing what it is.
Okay. Yeah, 11, that's enough. The ground isn't too terribly dangerous outside of being in the buildings.
Just all be about. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like moving under the spider.
The spider bot is moving under Khan's control. What it's doing is it is going to lock a foot onto the Duracell support beams at the second floor level and hoist itself up enough to where it has another foot lay flat on the third floor. So it's acting kind of like a really large quote-unquote ladder, at least something climbable to get up to the second and third floor. Okay, I got a spider climb ready for people to get to the top of this building if they want. I see Costco. Mando, where are you?
Inside, making my way up.
Okay. Oh shit. There's a blaster discharge at ground level. It's crazy. I don't think anyone was there to see that. Okay. And they did that themselves. You'll hear everyone will hear it's not broken, it's not stuttery. You hear a voice that sounds like it's a person trying to speak with a goat-like inflection. It sounds like it's coming from above into the roughly to the north for Crow and above into the east for Rory. I'm not going to bother trying the goat voice. It'll totally wreck my throat. Okay.
It's very bad for you. I don't know.
Just leave me be. It's not. The order isn't worth it. There is a movement you're detecting, Crow. 4-meter movement. Drop of 2 meters and no further descent.
So, in theory, possibly above me now.
From where you're sensing, strictly speaking, the Kotal still has altitude on you, just not quite as much. Rory, what's your line of sight here? Technically, maybe. Rory, I'll let you get a perception roll to your vantage point.
Yay!
Nice. You will catch a partial sight because there is some obstruction from the building itself. Of a Gotal. Looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
Seemingly suspended in midair.
Great, we're fighting Gray Fox.
Gray
Fox!
And me without my shaft.
I think it all seems a bit surprised. What's going on? There'll be a voice, and from your vantage point, Crow, you'll momentarily see a figure in a poncho cross your sight that looks like that they're walking along the structural crane mount.
Is that our guy? Is that our guy?
The dude in the goat hall is our guy. The dude that apparently has either telekinesis or an invisible friend is probably Eagle.
Dr. Soul, you seem to forget that we're in a construction site. The equipment here still works.
So, tractor beam.
Yeah. Now, since I believe I have taken care of everyone else that was being greedy, you can turn yourself in, or I can just stun you right now.
Rory, are you in con in position to catch?
I can make a quick move.
At that point, that's all the actions you can take. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, it cycles around to you guys again, though technically that Twi'lek can do stuff, but she can do stuff after you.
Between Reset or I, can we see the tractor beam emitter that's got the guy?
Oh yeah, Reset. Reset's over there. Yeah. There's a small array of 4 tractor beams. Rory, since you are more familiar with quote-unquote mundane equipment than Crow is, in the same way that Crow knows more about military stuff than you, you'll know that while there is an array of tractor beams on the construction crane, they're not designed to multi-target. They're designed to use more than one beam depending on the weight of the object.
We'll confer this information.
To answer your question concerning Reset, the emitter beams are along the front part of the crane rigging right here.
Okay, I'm going to direct Quinlan to go to Khan, since that way he can use the spider bot as a ramp.
Okay.
To get back out. While he's doing that, starts coming attack on Titan himself. Runs to there, jumps, grab the professor as we go by, then grapple gun this way. As we're jumping.
Okay. So you're running, you're jumping.
It's like running along that little spindly bit.
Okay.
Jumping off the little spindly bit. As we're jumping, I'm going to unload the blasters into the tractor beams.
Okay.
Coming by to grab the professor, around the waist as I go by.
Okay.
And then I'm using the grapple gun on the blaster to zip myself to the side and out of the line of fire over to that location.
Okay. And let's see, is this a jet-assisted boost?
Do I need a jet-assisted boost? I wasn't sure how far I was going.
Well, to confirm, did you make it to the second or try to get to the third floor?
What level do I need to get to this guy? Since you said he came down.
He came down 2 meters and was suspended. You can get to him from the second floor. if
I use a jet.
if you use a jet.
Okay.
Keep in mind, if you're going to run along the spindly part, I will need an acrobatics roll to make sure that as it gets more narrow, you don't like tip or slip or anything.
Okay, I will include an acrobatics roll. And I'll blow an enhance to try and offset a little bit of penalties a little bit. Since I know where he is, I'm dropping life sense.
Okay.
Since I can obviously, when I see him, I will drop life sense.
Yeah. The emitters.
So that offsets that.
The emitters will give a 2d penalty for a cult shot. The emitters themselves are kind of frozen.
Okay, so basically getting my 10 Let's see. Movement counts as an action. Shooting counts as an action. Zip line counts as an action. So I'm just rolling at skill. Thanks for advance.
Herm?
I'm hitting space and the screen was wigging out. Do I need to roll a pulsar also, or a jetpack also, or this seems like a pretty simple maneuver?
This is a simple maneuver. You aren't doing anything super complex.
Holy shit!
Whoa, is that a 50? Oh!
That's the Kyber Blaster.
Oh, damn! Oh, shit!
Thank you, super handgun.
15's enough acrobatics. Hold on a second. Let me
Parkour.
Let me do this real quick. When you shoot, the first shot is pew, spark. Second shot is as the nose of the crane. What? That's not red. I said red.
I guess the third shot was just redundant. Third shot cuts the crane in half, crushing off. Crushing eagle.
Eagle's able to keep his balance as the crane shakes from the sudden detonation. If Quinlan's moving through the building, I'll need a either acrobatics or a running roll or something to make sure that the structure of the building doesn't fuck him up. Like with a beam collapsing or something. Okay, let me take away the tractor beam. You're as you grab the as you grab Professor Soul.
Professor? Cliche as it is, come with me if you want to live.
Okay. Quinlan's a little off balance. The some of the floor started to collapse, but he was able to make it to his destination.
Okay, Khan, Rory, whoever's more knowledgeable here, is a construction walker a good escape vehicle? I don't know how fast they can go.
Rory, if you want to recall the specs and stuff for this particular construction vehicle, you can make me a technical roll.
That's like, because
Oh boy, technical.
I feel like we should be boogieing now. So if this thing can boogie.
Okay.
The press will go. Wait, you're the Mandalorian from Cole.
Yeah. Yes, I am. At least that's going over the building.
Okay.
That way you can keep an eye on people as he's cruising.
Again, in that case, while it's flying above, Reset will see that Eagle is momentarily looking around, kind of like, okay, the fuck? Because completely unexpected, and then is looking around and looks up and watches Reset as Reset watches him as Reset goes over the,
Reset in his little UFO noise.
Yeah.
There's going to be some slight traffic delays due to a collapsed crane and a pissy bounty hunter on the I-95. I'll take a moment of silence to salute Crane Dad and the contribution he has made to our escape.
Yes. Okay. Your technical roll. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Construction walker. Max speed is 2 miles an hour.
The construction walker is somewhat sturdy with a 4 dice in speeder scale soak, which for speeders,
yeah, that's actually pretty good.
a fully loaded one of these things will have a move of will have a move of 20. However, it will have plus 5 dice to keep its balance.
Is this thing fully loaded?
Khan's the one in the pilot's seat. There are.
Well, look at the gauges. Does the tank say full?
There are some other stations in here, and so Khan's looking around. Looks like it's at 90%.
Good enough. You roll haul ass. I'll provide cover fire. Quinlan, Professor, get inside. Rory, I don't know where you feel useful. Shooting, trying to get this thing to go faster. What do you think?
Was about to say, I can hypothetically make it go
okay,
faster.
you work on hot rodding it while we're on the move then.
Let's see if I can remove some safety features. Making a screaming metal death trap.
Reset, start pre-flight. We may need to do a hot evac.
Okay. Maneuverability on this thing is balls, by the way.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it to be very maneuverable.
Okay.
I feel like this is one of those situations where we're going to rely on its soak, and he's just going to be rolling to do like near maximum movement. Unless he has way more Dyson Walker operations than I'm giving him credit for.
Okay. I will need initiatives.
Yay.
Close it up. Damn it, God.
Is it possible to command his repair? I doubt it, but...
What kind of experience do you have in repair?
Well, I was leading the charge on dying all these Maquis walkers.
Okay. And then you could command them on the repair.
While providing covering, just shouting, basically shouting ideas down at him. Or, you know... It's like if I'm providing the firepower, can I be commanding him at the same time? I know I can command the driver.
I mean, you'd be suffering multiple action penalty with it.
Mm-hmm. In which case, I will trust Rory and his skills.
Okay, so yep, crew is up.
That said, Reset can get in there and give him an assistance bonus, so that's something. And I'm just commanding Khan, I can use my air bonus. No map. Alright.
Shoot.
I guess Curl has a lot of rolling to do.
Yep.
Okay, is it 27 enough for that?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Because I get to use the pairs. I'm counting Khan as trusted since we are friends. That's
Yeah.
fair. I guess I'm holding those shots for when somebody comes around the corner.
Okay.
Basically comes into my range of threat. I'll be standing on top of the spider tank.
Okay.
Reset can get into the tank. Rory, you can get a 1d bonus from reset assisting you.
Cool.
Cool.
I assume the professor gets in the tank.
Yeah, the professor will get in the tank. How did you know I was here? I didn't think I was able to get any word out.
I don't know if you did or not, but somebody got word out. And it sounded like you had information that might be valuable in terms of, thwarting the First Order. Or just having any idea what the hell they're doing digging holes with giant, magma drills and stuff. We've blown up a couple. Kind of like to know what we're blowing up.
And just to make sure he is of the Soul Tribe, yeah?
At least going
Of
by
the
his
Soul
name.
Clan?
Is that Rory asking?
No.
Okay.
No, that was Greg
Okay.
asking.
His name would indicate some affiliation.
He'll save that for later.
He'll save that for later.
Okay. Kind of starting to get this thing moving. You hear the of the arms slowly disengaging, of the magnetic seals releasing. Crow, since you're outside, just put it this way: everyone inside of the spider tank is actually well insulated enough to not notice this. But Crow, you said you're on the outside.
Yeah.
You'll hear a sudden strong humming vibrating noise of heavy repulsors activating.
From us or somebody else?
Something nearby.
Okay. Oh no, Crane Dad's back!
Hey, Crow.
The crane is being moved forward, as cranes are mobile.
Hey,
Crow, you'll see
keep going.
the now massively blown apart crane tip come into your line of sight as it expands outwards. I can't actually make it expand on the pog. And sweeps to the left. Not above, but between floors 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm. I got my ready to actions. Come at me, Hope.
The crane sweeps, just annihilating and tearing through various support beams on the building.
I feel like there was a more efficient way you could have done that.
The building buckles as your spider walker is attempting to detach from it. Let's see how cons.
Remember, he gets 5D.
To his repulsor ops?
Oh, it's repulsor ops?
I'm sorry, walker ops.
Yeah, I give him plus 5D to walker ops.
Okay.
I wasn't sure what skill it was.
Sorry, I'm used to things doing repulsor, so I just instinctively said repulsor.
Yeah, I give him a 5D bonus.
Okay. The building does indeed partially collapse onto the spider tank. Tachikoma knockoff. Crow, are you like partially on the hatch, or are you actually on the exterior?
He's probably near the hatch, so he can use it to cover if he needs to. But he's mostly on top, relying on his grip boots and magnets.
Okay.
Or grip gloves and magnetic boots.
Okay. You momentarily bring the hatch up to deflect a piece of rubble that was heading towards you. There's excuse me. There's dust and debris in the air.
He came into range. I can shoot him now.
Yes, you do. Oh no, I have to actually make sure this roll rolls. With all the dust and particulates in the air, you see the silhouette of a figure coming through, and that's when you. Let's see, it's 3 shots of. Okay. Yeah, sure. Action. Oh shit! Technically, there's also that from the. Do you have anything that would negate the particulate cloud bank?
Not that I can think of. I mean,
like you know how there's some equipment that says plus 2D against low light and shit.
Oh yeah, I don't have anything that goes against particulates. I don't think I've got IR for darkness. I've got Emphatos, which I think you moved more than 10 meters.
Actually, yeah, you did.
Motion sensors, generic sensor pod. If I was using projectiles, I have the triangulation visor.
Okay, your Emphatos would apply here.
Add 4.
Okay.
So that brings up to a 35.
Okay. And so the particular cloud is also giving a bit of a bonus, which is actually kind of matching the bonus you had, so let's see how well that rolls. See, it said it brings it up to a 35?
Yeah.
Okay. The silhouette spins in midair. The outfit he's wearing with the silhouette almost giving the effect of like a bird's wings kind of spinning as the blasts go into the dust cloud.
It's the ultimate showdown. The bat versus the evil. It's the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
All three of those are 31. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that all those hits were that plus. Okay, yeah. Coming through the particular cloud, landing on the not the spider con, the spider walker. Right, freaking. There we go. Rises up a somewhat shrouded pallid figure whose eyes visibly widen when they see you.
Oh no, it's the fucking Mandalorian.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you had to roll a fucking 1. Fuck you. Yeah. Okay.
So -7 brings him down to a 7.
I still widen because there's some inherited bonuses in there. My. I wasn't expecting a Mandalorian. I don't quite recognize her colors. And with that, there's this person.
Looks almost like Chiss. Looks almost like Chiss. Though the face is a bit.
Yeah, I wish the face was better, but the rest of the art looked so good I had to keep the face.
Thank you, Marvel. Since you're military enough, you'll recognize this. In his hand must be a different weapon, because in his hand, you'll see a Zerka 518 light repeater, which clearly is not innately suppressed, so it must be a different weapon. Yeah.
You will also. You make a technical roll real quick. If Rory was out here, I'd just like have Rory roll. Actually, you have blaster repair. You can roll blaster repair.
Oh. 15.
Okay. You'll recognize the modifications on this Zerka repeater. It's been modified with a pulse charger.
No, he's using the same thing I've got.
Oh shit! I didn't realize you actually had that mod on.
Yeah, that's why my handgun does the same damage as a E-Web.
Oh, then you don't even need a roll. You recognize the mod.
Yep. Like I have a 7D handgun. Technically 2 of them. No, they were 60. Then I kybered them up. And now they're 70.
And make me a knowledge roll, please.
8?
8? Okay. There is something vaguely familiar about this person.
Okay.
As you look at them as they look back at you,
It's our Kill Bill split screen here.
you start to realize that while something is certainly at the edge of your mind, you actually sense something. You have some dice and sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You sense something, a kind of subtle resonance from this person. And with the stare down, we'll call it. totally not expecting him to become Green Dad. That was not a part of the plan. But that's okay.